Across major financial hubs like the UAE and India, businesses are accelerating their digital infrastructure at an incredible pace. But as these organizations scale their digital footprints, they accidentally expand their attack surface, creating thousands of new, unmonitored targets. The standard IT playbook of setting up a firewall and running basic antivirus software simply will not stop a modern, targeted breach. Combine that technical risk with strict new data protection mandates from regulatory bodies like the Reserve Bank of India, and the pressure on executive teams is immense. Continuous operational management is now the baseline for business survival in a digital economy. But when leaders actually try to solve this problem, they hit a wall. There are simply too many options. You are immediately staring down menus filled with acronyms: VAPT, SIEM, red teaming, SOC 2. Guessing wrong here hurts your bottom line. You either burn your capital overspending on enterprise-grade tools you don't need, or you underprotect your most critical digital assets. We need to decode this complex landscape. Leaders must match a specific level of outsourced expertise to the company's unique risk profile and internal team capacity. Let's start with the foundational tier of security, the baseline assessment. This primarily involves vulnerability assessment, penetration testing, and employee phishing simulations. This chart breaks down the tiers. For the baseline assessment, you hire a firm for a point-in-time test. The outcome is a prioritized report exposing software vulnerabilities and employee metrics. The trade-off? It's merely a snapshot. Patching falls entirely on your internal IT team. Baseline testing successfully identifies the holes in your ship, but it neither plugs them nor watches for new leaks tomorrow. For scaling organizations with higher risks, we move to the second tier, continuous operations. The core component here is a Security Operations Center, or SOC. This is a dedicated capability for 24/7 active threat hunting and monitoring. Building an in-house security army is cost-prohibitive, so organizations outsource to a dedicated team on retainer. The outcome is immediate, 24/7 response capability to detect and quarantine active breaches. The trade-off is heavy operational expense and granting a vendor privileged access to proprietary networks. Outsourcing your continuous operations transfers the heavy lifting of round-the-clock monitoring, but it demands an immense level of trust in the vendor's capabilities. The most rigorous tier of investment is the compliance trust layer. The input for this tier involves intensive consulting fees, internal process overhauls, and strict policy enforcement regarding third-party risk. This results in globally recognized certifications like ISO 27001 or SOC 2. You need these outcomes to close B2B enterprise deals or legally operate within strictly regulated financial markets, like those governed by the Bombay Stock Exchange. The trade-off? Achieving this compliance is a massive time sink for executive management, and it introduces bureaucracy that can slow down fast-moving development teams. At this tier, cybersecurity transcends defensive IT strategy. It transforms into an active, revenue-generating business asset that proves you can be trusted. Let's map these three tiers directly to real-world business models. We start by asking, what is your business model? Profile 1 is the unregulated SMB. If you run a brick-and-mortar retail space or traditional manufacturing without massive databases, you map directly to level 1. You should strictly focus on the assess and prevent steps of the security roadmap to maintain basic solid hygiene. Profile 2 covers scaling tech, e-commerce, and logistics. You map to level 2. When your business model dictates that downtime costs thousands of dollars per minute, 24/7 monitoring is a mandatory insurance policy. Profile 3 includes fintech, healthcare, SaaS, and government vendors. Because of your data sensitivity, you map to level 3, full compliance consulting. A common mistake is paying for level 3 compliance when you only need level 1 basics, or relying entirely on level 1 tactics when facing advanced level 3 threats. Partnering with LumiverseSolutions provides the active guidance needed to build your organization's security maturity over time. You need a structured roadmap that regularly reviews and improves your controls, because cyber threats are constantly evolving. While outsourcing security transfers the heavy daily workload to a vendor, internal leadership always retains ultimate accountability for business risk. True cyber resilience is built by precisely matching your operational capacity to a continuous, evolving defense strategy.